My partner Bea just moved into an apartment which has a balcony perfect to grow some vegetables. So in this video, we're going to make a garden bed. And since we are stuck in isolation, we will have to use what we have around the house. So first things first, let's see what we have. After disassembling some pieces from an old project, we're now ready to cut to size the pieces for this project.
Rolling thunder, certified stunner. At the top of my game, boy wonder. If you wanna, you can grab a number. You took thumper, go do what you wanna. All night till the wheels fall off, I said. All night till the wheels fall off, I said. All night till the wheels fall off. I got the goods in the back and I ain't afraid of driving to the moonlight. Come on over to the good
Last one.
side. Yeah, you only got one life. We about to set it off.
Alright, so far we have 4 legs. We got 2 walls on either end. We just have to make the other 2 walls and the bottom supports, and then we are good for the pieces.
Exactly what you need, just a little different. You believe what you see, you're a little different. Yeah, you're just like me, you're a little different. We were built different, we were built different.
Alright, it's getting dark and I'm going to finish with this last step and adding Devil Dog soft timber food. When I first got this from my sister, I was confused at what it was, but essentially it's a wax for wood, and hopefully it will seal it, especially because this one's going to be outdoors. I'm going to be a little bit more pedantic about trying to seal all the wood so it'll last a little bit longer. So let's see how we go.
All night till the wheels fall off, I said. All night till the wheels fall off. I see the path light up and I ain't afraid of driving to the moonlight. Come on over to the good side. Yeah, you only got one life. We about to set it off right now, yeah. Everything that you know just a little different. Same story but told just a little different. Sit back, watch it grow just a little different. Just a little different. Still exactly what you need, just a little different. You believe what you see, you're a little different. Yeah, you're just like me, you're a little different. We were built different, we were built different.
Okay, I think I'm losing my mind a little bit because it is getting so hot, but all the edges are nice and sanded and routed. I really like it. So now we are going to probably go grab a drink and then start putting this thing together.
Damn it. Well, we're definitely not making the whole thing in this one can, so we'll have to wait for another day to maybe spray paint the whole thing. I don't mind the look too much, having a little bit of wood sprinkled here and there, but it would be nice to finish it off with this or a stain or something. Alright, so with the second coat of paint dry, you may have seen I also went to Bunnings. Once I finished getting recovered, I picked up some Bessa blocks or some cinder blocks, which I'm going to be using for another project, but I also picked up some accessories for the garden bed. One of those being a little watering can, and both a spade and a rake that can now go into these perfect little spots here that cut out from the old project, but I ended up putting 2 little hooks here, so now I can just store them like this whilst we're gardening and have them easily accessible. And now for the final piece, I'm going to add some kind of waterproofing, but more so just another support to hold all the soil, and it's going to be this layer. It is not super waterproof because you can see straight through it, but hopefully it will do the trick. Well, we made it. It is complete and ready for some soil and some plants. And if there was 2 things I could change and redo, it would be to, number 1, use screws as well as wood glue, so that way it just makes it a little bit more durable, especially being outdoors. And then secondly would be to not use so much wax on the ends, or to use wax at the end of the project and then spray paint it first, because I did have some issues with the spray paint and wax not sticking together, so I have to redo that. But other than that, I'm super happy with it. We managed to use a lot of the materials from at home already. I'll make sure to post some photos to Instagram of the final product with some soil and plants and different things, which will be great. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.